What is your camera's shutter speed? Well, let's find out. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Nathan and welcome to the first video in camera basics. I'm not going to waste a lot of your time, so let's just jump into it. Shutter speed affects two main things. One being how much light hits the camera sensor, and two, how much motion blur there will be in the picture. When you're looking at the shutter speed on the camera, it's going to come across looking something like this. Maybe 1/50, 1/200, 1/1000. It can vary a lot. But really, all this means is how long your camera sensor is exposed to light. For example, if you chose the shutter speed 1/50, that means your camera sensor is exposed to light for exactly 1/50th of a second. Now say you were to do something like 1/200. That means that your camera sensor is only capturing light for 1/200th of a second. If you really think about it, it makes sense. The shorter period of time that your camera sensor is exposed to light, the darker that image is going to be. So you can have the camera shutter open for just a fraction of a second, like 1/1000 or something like that. You can also go the other way as well. In fact, many cameras, such as this one here, and a lot of other DSLRs and mirrorless cameras, have the ability to actually leave the camera sensor exposed to light as long as you want them to. This is what astrophotographers use when they're capturing images of the night sky. Because it's so dark out, the camera needs to absorb as much light as it possibly can in order to actually see in the dark. Let's take, for instance, 1/50 again. Now say you had a person set up off in the distance and you had them running across the screen. Now if you were to take a photo at that exact moment as they're running across, it would most likely result in motion blur. This is because the camera sensor is open and exposed to light for a longer period of time, and anything that moves in between the start and the end of the picture is going to be captured. Now say you were to do 1/1000, that's a really fast shutter speed, and if you were to take a picture of someone running across the screen at that shutter speed, it's so fast that between the start and the end, it's not going to look like the person even moved. So most often, when you're trying to photograph something that's moving, like maybe a car or a really fast animal, you want to have your shutter speed set to something super high. Like you could do 1/500, 1/800. It depends on the situation and what you need to do. But typically speaking, something like 1/50 isn't going to work for a really fast moving subject. That is, unless you specifically want the motion blur for an artistic style, I guess. So there you go. That's shutter speed in a nutshell. If you guys found this video informative, please leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'd appreciate it greatly. And that's all I have for you guys today. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.